Football is back, baby! It's back! It's like a Tim Tebow video to get you going. Let's go. Oh, football speeches, we're back. We're going to be covering football. There's actually football on right now. It's the NFL. You probably can't even hear me over that anyway. But welcome to the Football Stooges. It is time to get back into the swing of things. Football is happening. As of right now, the football season has officially kicked off its preseason as the Canton Hall of Fame game is currently happening right now. So that means NFL is back. That means it's the best time of year. That means the greatest sport on earth is officially back in business. Business is booming, and I can't wait to cover it. Welcome to the Football Stooges, the stupidest way to cover football ever. And as always, I'm your host, the one and only Lob City, and we have some stuff for you today, getting ready for the upcoming season. I can't do this myself, so here are the others, the one and only Mastodon.
I'm surprised his highlights actually showed Tim Tebow throwing because he couldn't throw with shit.
He threw when it mattered. As you can tell, Steelers fans, he threw when it mattered. So, but yeah, nothing like Tim Tebow highlights running through linebackers to get you going. Oh,
Gorlami.
Just lose Gorlami mid startup.
Mid intro, yeah.
Oh
right.
no, mid intro. Mid intro though.
Oh no. Oh no.
No.
Lose power or something? Okay, well. And the one and only K-Duff. Well, I will quickly adjust. There he is.
My beard's gone, but football's back, baby!
Football is back. So excited for it. So excited for it. So yeah, the currently the what is it? The Canton preseason game. Hall of Fame game. Yeah. Hall of Fame game is currently happening as we are speaking. I mean, not too much to cover right now. The starting quarterback for each team has been Zach Wilson and Mr. Mond for the Browns. Kellen Mond. Interesting.
Yeah,
Texas A&M pick.
Oh, yeah.
Texas A&M pick, third round, 66th pick. Came back.
God damn it, Gorlami.
There's Gorlami.
Vikings, yeah.
There's Gorlami. Now I gotta fix everybody's shit. Oh my god.
Cheers.
Bloody Mary so potent it made your connection drunk.
My internet had too much to drink.
Hate effect. This has been football's back, and we're already on our shenanigans of this is not working. All right.
Yeah.
Now
There's technical difficulties. It's okay.
Fixing everything.
I broke it. I'm proud.
Oh my god, there's so much shit on this screen. Trying to fucking
You
find
put
the
so
right
much
thing.
shit.
Well, I gotta have all of it for it to work.
There's
Elements of the stream I want to have. A lot of stuff going. I mean, you gotta have this. Gotta have it. So, but yes, football is back.
Do you?
We got.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Football's back. We're excited to have it back. And we're getting ready to fully gear up into the season. Preseason's in the beginning stages, which means football's right around the corner. And we got a lot of stuff to talk about today. As far as not game coverage, but as far as off the field issues. So let's dive right into it. We'll start out with one of the weirdest headlines I think I've ever seen. Indianapolis Colts owner Jim Irsay wants to pay $20 million to fly an orca whale across the country, but still won't sign Jonathan Taylor.
Dude, he wants that thing going after yachts.
Yeah, that's a thing, all right.
I don't even know if that's actually real. Like,
it is. So the story is that, and I read this earlier and I could not believe it either. So the story is that Jim Irsay paid $20 million out of his own pocket to transport this orca whale from a aquarium in Miami, where it's been living for 53 years, to a reserve off of the coast of Washington State in the Puget Sound, where it's going to live out the rest of its life. And while personal wealth for team owners is completely separate to the salary cap, it is definitely not a good look, especially with all the other shit that's been going on. since our last episode involving the
Yeah.
Jim Irsay, Jonathan Taylor situation.
Running backs were not being paid well. A lot of them were in lockout deals. Jonathan Taylor being one of them, and said he will not play for the Colts, which is a bad thing. This happened like 3 days after I drafted him. Not good. So I immediately
I could have
put
told
him...
you he would have been a bad pick before you even picked him.
Well, I
also
immediately
got
put
bad news when we
him.
get to it.
I immediately put
got
him on the
bit-
bench and then grabbed like J.K. Dobbins and a couple other guys to kind of fill that spot. So hopefully it'll work. But
I've also
I don't
got
know why
bad
you
news
drafted
for
him
your
in the
team
first
when we get
place.
to injury talk, but I can wait.
yeah, but yeah, weird. Jim Irsay's always been one of those crazy owners, but sometimes crazy in a good way. But this is kind of. This is kind of Jim. What are you doing here, buddy?
Yeah,
He thinks
I know
he's
Dan Snyder's out of the
smart.
league, but you don't have to fight for the position of worst owner in the league now. That shit can happen gradually. I mean, Haslam was still kind of above.
Does he have it now? Is it him? Is he the worst owner?
Well, it depends how the rest of this thing plays out. Because if he screws this up even more, and Taylor walks, and then the Colts' rushing attack just becomes non-existent, then I think it's
Jonathan Taylor's
pretty
still a
bad.
very good piece you can make a blockbuster trade for.
Yeah.
Like
That's the
the
thing.
Bills are like, we just lost our starting running back.
Yeah.
We're in win now mode. Fuck them picks. Jonathan Taylor to the Bills, 3 first rounds maybe next 3 years. You might be able to swing that. You might. Oh,
God damn it!
And he's gone again.
I saw him disappear.
Yeah.
It's so weird. It's so weird too because my bit rate has been fluctuating like fuck right now, and he's the one having connection issues.
I'll just turn you guys off until he comes back, and then we'll just be like,
Give me a second. I'm trying to fix it.
Devil's name is really clear.
You fucking blinked out. I just see a chair, and then you disconnected.
Oh, it was funny. Oh boy.
Yeah.
I mean,
All right.
Okay.
See what happens when you drink a Bloody Mary on the podcast.
Well, I'm trying to think of some other owners that are like pretty shit. You still have the Raiders with Mark Davis.
I mean,
Yeah, Mark
half
Davis.
of why he's shitty is his haircut. Because golly, that is awful.
It is.
Half.
seen
I was
his
on
haircut?
Borders.
Browns
At the same
owner.
time, I don't know if Jimmy Haslam, yeah, he's pretty up there. Stephen Ross too, I guess, from the Dolphins.
Cardinals.
Cardinals, the Bidwells, yeah.
Yeah, that's actually who. No, actually, Bidwell. I'm thinking it'd be worse one.
You could also probably throw in McNair from the Texans, but
Not yet.
yeah, the son's been okay. The father that passed away in the 2010s.
That's right. Yeah. Okay. But I'm not.
I
I'm
mean,
not gonna say
The Cincinnati
not yet.
Bengals owner was doing horrible, but then he actually got a guy that became head of football operations that used to be with the Patriots. So that has helped greatly. Because he actually knows what to do.
We don't know.
Yeah,
who
the
the
only time
Packers
he's getting the
owner-
Patriots
we
alive
don't know who the
sports team.
we don't know who the Packers owner are because apparently it's Matt's of so much.
I mean, yeah, they have a head of operations
Yeah.
and everything. So yeah, I don't know.
I've been seeing people that want to rank Josh Harris at the thing. Like, how could you? He's already a major improvement over Dan Snyder. He's only owned the team for like a couple weeks, but it's already a breath of fresh air for Tommy fans.
Yeah, speaking of the Washington Commanders, there's been a lot of talk now about moving rebranding the team. About the main owner out of the whole group of owners, the one that kind of speaks for everybody, and if they're not, they just say Magic Johnson. He said that he really wants to rebrand them, and there's been a movement to bring back the Redskin name, which is just baffling to me.
Yeah, that is. I mean, there's already enough outcry about it for being racist way before the whole changing it to the Washington football team thing, and you want to change it back to that.
Yeah, I think going
makes
back
sense.
to that logo would be great, but then you have to really double down on making the team a lot more active in the Native American community. So if you name it like the Washington and you find a tribe that is willing to have their name used, and you can start having a portion of your team's earnings every year go to that organization. So like the Washington Cherokee or the Washington Sioux or the Washington Chippewa. And there's a ton of different government organizations with Native American tribes that I'm sure they could work out a deal, and then you can at least keep that old image, which would save you a lot of rebranding money and also is an image that a lot of people like and would work well. And then you could also then have a really good business rating. There's some rating about donating money in a business. I forget the name of it.
I don't know.
I forget. Like every business has a certain ranking about how they like donate money and contribute to like better causes and whatnot. So like that would be a great way to fix that. You could, you know,
for them, blank on the name for it.
Yeah, it's like it starts with an E, I think. It's like a percentage. I don't know. I ain't in business, so I
would say they don't have to not worry about the rebranding right now. Just try because
they ain't winning
try
shit.
to see what happens.
You seen their roster? They
Yeah,
ain't winning shit. Holy
I know, but
They're
I'm
not
saying-
in win now mode at all.
No, it's not. I'm not saying win now, but like actually have a plan for a team. Because rebranding is the least thing they have to worry about right now. Like they could.
The fans will come if you're good.
Well, the plan might change. Like, who knows how long Ron Rivera is going to keep his job here with this new regime in place?
So. Yeah,
true. I still think he got more fucked over by Dan Snyder, but
yeah,
never know.
Well, Dan Snyder fucks over everything he touches. That's a given.
They do need to rebuild.
Rivera, though, I feel like part of it is some his play calling and stuff that also has hampered them in the past.
Yeah, tough situation in Washington. So hopefully they change their name to something a little bit more unique and a better logo, and maybe even change the colors. Because as I've said, I hate those color schemes.
My money's on Warhogs, honestly, because it sticks with the Hogs thing.
Yeah,
adds in a little bit of
pink, bright neon pink uniforms. Oh yeah.
No, also, I just remember something. Here's what they actually need to fix now: the fucking stadium.
Oh yeah, the zip tied fucking rebar that's holding back the fans from falling on Jalen Hurts' head. Yeah.
Well, at least they They ended up their fire sprinkler system last year too. It's only issues as spilling sewage all over the place.
Yeah, that was not pretty. Seeing like the Washington football team getting like shit on the field and their fans getting shit on in the stands by actual shit falling from the roof.
Yep.
Not good. But yeah, Washington's got a lot of issues to fix, but they have a good crew. That crew has really done good things for the Philadelphia 76ers and the Devils. Both of them are teams that have really improved their fan base aspect and their arena aspect and the culture around the organization. So Washington is in the up direction. Just how long is it going to take to get higher is the issue, because they have a lot of shit to plow through.
And also the question, like you said, with arena improvement, the Josh Harris ownership group, what does that mean? How long is it going to take for them to get a new stadium? Because there's already the plans are set to get the Titans their new stadium by 2026, 27, I think. Then I think the Bills are next.
Bills are next. Yep, Bills
probably
are next.
Them would be the best candidate if the Bears Arlington Park deal doesn't really materialize much anytime soon. So that's kind of just wondering how do you improve the team next off the field, or as in getting them a new field that's not going to tear up ACLs and spill sewage all over your fans.
Yeah. Got a lot of stuff to talk about. Speaking of like the Titans, and we were talking last week about throwback uniforms. Another one got released that we didn't see last week. Kelly Green. Eagles
yes.
Bringing back the best uniform in football, in my opinion. I'll say it.
There's some people be like, look. Some people goes like, oh, it's shit because it looks like baby puke. I'm like, all right, let's go with fucking adding edgy black shit because it was fucking 2000s. It's like, no, fuck that edgy shit.
It's better than the inverted Seahawks jerseys, where it's like the highlighter yellow was like the main color for it.
Oh yeah, it's good. This is just especially with Jalen Hurts at quarterback. Do you know someone's gonna find a way when they're doing like Jalen Hurts is going to roll out and they're going to match it with Randall Cunningham perfectly, it's going to be good. It's going to be so good.
Right.
It's going to be very
You
good.
show the helmets. Is the helmets gonna have the old Eagles carrying the football?
Good question. Do we have a picture of the helmets?
I'm looking for one now. No, it is going to be just the Eagles helmets, just in the Kelly Green style. So it will look. This is what has been posted. As you can see, it's just the lighter green, obviously. Honestly, they should go back to this.
With the
this
wings.
looks so much better. They should go back to
yeah,
it.
that's not bad. But I love the '90s Eagle logo, or the one with it's the full
You go
Eagle
out the
carrying
ball.
football.
Yeah.
No, it was carrying with the talons. It was carrying.
Oh
with the talons.
yeah. It was like the talons down. One of them was holding the football. Yeah.
Yep.
I like the old
good.
Packers logo from like the '60s. You guys seen that logo?
Yeah, I kind of remember. It was like a slightly different style.
No, it's not a G. It's not a G. The '60s one is different.
Oh yeah, I forgot about this too.
Oh,
Crossover grid. All right.
Oh fuck! I got the first
Packers
corner.
logo?
I got the first corner.
Okay, wait, hold on. You said Packers logo.
Yeah, from like the '60s.
Packers logo is 60s.
60s from the 60s.
Well, Hall of Fame inductee for the Jets. I could already say Joe Namath.
Yeah.
That one right on the.
Oh, the BG.
1958. Yeah, 56 to 60. I think it is.
The fuck is that?
I like that logo.
Oh, okay. I see how it is now. Okay.
Huh.
Oh, I see it. Okay. Interesting.
Since 1961, their logo has not changed except adding a fucking yellow circle around the G. That is hilarious.
Hey!
It
The
works.
owners like it that way.
It works.
I do like it better with the yellow edge.
Yeah.
This looks like a Nickelodeon show right here.
I was gonna say, yeah, it almost looks like a Nickelodeon's and fucking like it's like that banner for Kids' Choice Awards in the 2000s or something.
Okay, here we go.
I got this one. Dibs on this one.
Yeah.
Jimmy Leonard.
Jimmy Leonard.
Is he not on there? Maybe just
How do you
Jim
spell his
Leonard.
How do you spell his last name?
Leo.
Probably Leonard.
Running back or center?
Jim Leonard.
Or which one?
I don't think they have him on here.
They play in the 30s?
No,
They play in the
no,
80s?
he played early
They play-
early 2000s to like 2003 to like 2013, I think.
Oh, well, put Joe Flacco.
That could work.
I mean,
The reason I say that is because he played
no,
like
I scoff. I
he's
just had to
also-
laugh because of the Flacco comment.
Jim Leonard played for the Ravens and the Jets. He was a free safety. And he was also my babysitter. He's from our area.
oh, Browns,
Really?
Joe Thomas. I don't know if they're gonna have it updated.
Yeah. Well, you know the Wisconsin Badgers.
Joe Thompson
interim-
definitely be in there.
Joe Thomas was actually at a golf course right next to us too. He was with his in-laws. Actually, the place I have a membership at.
I heard he's a nice guy.
Yeah, he's a really nice guy.
I think my only claim to fame is that my dad used to golf with a guy when he lived out on the West Coast, and he brought his son along with him to caddy. That caddy kid turned out to be Dustin Hoffman.
Off.
Do you guys remember the interim head coach for the Badgers this past year?
No, I barely watch
No.
college football.
No.
That's
How many
literally the guy I'm
wins?
talking about.
How many wins did the Badgers have last season?
He was also the D coordinator when they were doing
How many
good.
wins did the Badgers have last season?
That's not what he asked.
Shut the fuck up. Fuck Ann
How
Arbor.
many wins?
Fuck Ann Arbor.
We had an undefeated Big Ten season, about to do it back to back. Let's go.
Yeah,
Let's
well,
go.
your tailgates still aren't as good as us. so.
Oh, buddy, you haven't been to the right tailgate, son.
You've never been to a Wisconsin tailgate in your life, brother.
NFL Hall of Fame
have a word
inductee
about
that is also an Alabama Crimson Tide graduate. Wouldn't that be? Was Namath from Alabama? No, he was Notre Dame. Who was
No,
Alabama?
See,
All the Alabama guys have
Alabama
been
Hall of Fame.
recent.
So yeah, I'm also trying to think Alabama players that have gone to the Ravens and Lions recently.
Fuck, I can't. I'm trying to think.
Yeah. This one will be Odell.
Yeah.
Is it Williams?
Wait, they don't even have his name in there? No.
Probably. It can't. Can't not have.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
Here we go.
Who is on Baltimore and then Alabama?
Alabama though. These should be easy. Wasn't Jamal Williams from Alabama?
Jamal Williams.
Yes.
That's not.
He played at BYU actually. I just looked.
Oh.
It up.
Oh wait, J.K. Dobbins.
J.K.
I didn't
Dobbins.
know
Yeah,
he was there.
yeah, I think he was an Alabama guy.
Oh no, he wasn't.
Damn it.
Crap. We gotta start over.
I kind of want to look up Alabama rosters now.
Yeah.
All right.
Daniel Tomlinson, Joe Thomas. Joe Beckham Jr. Oh, isn't there a really fast wide receiver for them? I can't remember his name. Bateman?
Rashad Bateman?
Is he Alabama?
I don't know. You can try it.
Rod Bateman. Nope, Minnesota Golden Gophers.
Minnesota.
Minnesota.
Minnesota, yeah.
Marlon Humphrey then?
That's a weird one.
Yes. Marlon
Humphrey, I think, yeah. That makes sense. All right, what we got left?
All right.
4 left here. Let's think here. Lions that played in the Jets, played for Alabama, and then the Browns as well. And then an Alabama player that is in the Hall of Fame. Forrest Gump. Oh. Revis never played for the Lions.
No.
Nope.
You know, I just saw. Apparently,
What?
Freddie Kitchens was a quarterback for Alabama.
Who?
Freddie Kitchens.
Freddie Kitchens?
Yeah, the current coach of the Browns.
Huh. I looked up Frank Gore's Wikipedia and it said San Francisco 49ers. I'm like, there's no way he's still playing. No, he's a personnel advisor.
Ken Stabler.
Stabler for Crimson Tide Hall of Fame?
Of course.
And he's
Yeah,
Hall
he
of
was in
Fame.
it. Didn't Ozzie Newsome also go to Alabama?
Oh, Joe Namath went to Alabama. I just saw
see.
it now.
Dang it. Was. So now we need an
Well,
Alabama.
I mean, we got.
Yeah, we got
Stabler,
it.
though.
Alabama grad that played for the Lions. Lions players.
Jameson Williams.
I just want to let
Here?
it be known that they just had the years wrong on Jim Leonard. I just put it in on the
Williams right here.
same thing, and he
Jameson
popped up.
Williams for Alabama Lions.
Wow, that's a high. Ooh. All right,
Whoa.
2 more. A Lions player that's played for the Jets and a Lions player that's played for the Cleveland
That's a-
Browns.
Yeah.
Jets suck.
Who's the poor bastard that's played on all three of these teams at one point or another?
Ugh.
Jared Goff has only been on the Lions of these three teams.
I
Yeah.
mean, yeah.
Oh,
Jets and Browns.
what was the name of that quarterback? Orlovsky.
Dan Orlovsky?
Orlovsky?
Did
Played for the Jets
Orlovsky?
or the
He
Browns?
played.
Oh, maybe for the Browns.
He played for the Lions, but he
Yeah.
did not
Yeah, I
play for any
remember.
of the others. Texans, Colts,
Yeah, that was-
Buccaneers.
Yeah, that was
Rams
his
and
tenure when he
Lions
ran
again.
out the back of the end zone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that, but I thought he played for the Browns
Dang
also.
it, Dan Orlovsky.
Oh.
Damn. All right, hold on. I'm looking up like some of the rosters now.
I'll look up.
Don't
Jets
look up rosters. You gotta look up you
Oh.
just gotta think of players and then check if they've played, so we don't waste
Yeah,
a
you guys
guess.
think of names.
You gotta think of names. Just think of old iconic teams. Like I'm thinking right now of like Matthew Stafford and Megatron. I'm trying to think of other players that were on that team with them.
Colt McCoy didn't play for the Lions. I'm trying to go through all the quarterbacks that they.
Oh
the
God,
Browns
all the
went through.
quarterbacks the Browns had. Oh goodness.
I'm trying to think. I'm literally trying to think of like a lineman, and I go, shoot, I never remember linemen's names, and they're
Well,
Besides Joe Thomas.
Frank Ragnow, I know he plays, but he's only played for the Lions though. He's a really good center for the Lions, but he's only played for the Lions. Obviously, like when you think Lions,
Amir
I think
Abdullah, maybe. He's played on both teams.
Who?
Amir Abdullah, the running back.
AMIR,
AMEER, actually.
AMEER, Amir Abdullah. He's on the Raiders now. No, he's only played on the
Abdullah.
Lions. Only played on the Lions.
Oh damn!
I gotta think defensive players.
I thought it was on the Jets at one point. Huh.
No, Jamal Adams was traded from Jets to Seahawks. Fuck.
think old.
Ndamukong Suh. Nope. Lions,
No, he never
Dolphins,
played for the
Rams,
Browns.
Bucks, Eagles. Oh man.
I got defensive end Kerry Hyder Jr.
Man, this is tough. I
the
can't
fucking-
think of Lions players. Like that's the thing.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
except for
know.
Megatron, Stafford, Darius Slay, but he was
Golden
never on the
Tate.
Browns, or
Oh,
he was never on the.
Tate.
Oh, he
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Was he on the Browns?
Lions,
Is Tate on
Eagles,
the
Giants,
Browns?
Titans, Seahawks. Nope.
Nope.
Mm.
There's a defensive player, last name Baker, but there's so many fucking Bakers, I can't remember his first
Vaughn
name.
Baker?
No,
No, that's a basketball player. Ah,
Al Baker, I think it is.
Al Baker.
Al Baker, he's a defensive end, I think.
yeah, Al. Yep.
Al Baker.
Yep. Detroit Lions, Cardinals, Browns, Vikings. That would count.
Yep. How long
Wow.
did he play?
Not even a percent, Orlami.
What is-
Let's go.
Damn, dude.
Damn.
Oh man,
when
one
I,
more.
When I did it, when I
Oh my God!
when I
Josh
did the
McCown.
one-
Josh McCown.
Or
Jets and Lions. Yeah,
really? Did he play?
he has played on like almost every single team.
he's like.
Hey.
a
Oh
younger-
shit!
Yeah.
And he
Josh McCown.
the Browns.
Josh McCown. Oh, there we go.
For that 1% on Al Baker, I got that beat. My Jim Leonard pick, they just had the years wrong. 0.85%
Ooh,
Huh.
of getting him right.
I was getting
the only
pretty
reason
good
I
at
know-
these. The
The
NBA
only
ones
reason
I, could do.
I know
Al Baker
is
played for a
because
long
he's my
time.
babysitter.
Oh God.
He played for 22 years. Al Baker.
As a
Crazy.
on defensive line.
Yeah, from 78 to 1990.
Wow. In that era,
Years, I definitely
being a
don't know.
defensive end, you had to be a fucking monster.
Yeah. I can see him being. I'm trying to see if he's in the Hall of Fame.
Be surprised if he isn't.
He has
Yeah,
an
defensive-
unofficial. He has actually have an unofficial NFL record with most sacks in a season.
1978 Defensive Rookie of the Year, 3-time Pro Bowler, 2-time NFL sacks leader, and all-rookie team in 78, Detroit Lions 75th anniversary team, Detroit Lions all-time team. Unofficial NFL record of most sacks in a season, 23.
Is he in the Hall though?
That's what I'm trying to see.
Oh, that's
I
the
guess
next
not
year.
yet.
Huh.
I guess it doesn't help that he was in no teams that ever won a Super Bowl either. Detroit, St. Louis Cardinals, Cleveland Browns, Vikings, Browns.
Oh yeah.
That's gonna be rough.
Yeah, rough times.
Yeah, like you could have like all these accolades, but like the second they realize, oh, you haven't been to a Super Bowl before, you're not getting in the Hall. Oh, that's kind of
Yeah, I think it's starting to be less now because Joe Thomas is in the Hall of Fame now.
He was generationally good though. That's the thing.
Yeah.
of course. Yeah.
Isn't and Darrell Revis is now in the Hall of Fame.
Well,
Oh
Revis
yeah,
won a Super
Revis
Bowl.
Island.
Yeah, he won a Super Bowl
He
when
won
he
a
was with
Super
the
Bowl?
Patriots.
Oh, okay.
Hey,
I
jump
thought he
ship.
didn't.
I'm trying to figure out this one. That's basketball. We don't cover basketball. I got a couple
Okay.
off the top of my head. I'll think cover the other ones. Okay. The other thing that we're going to talk about is injuries that have happened so far. I saw recently that Cooper Kupp had to be carted off the field, which is a big injury.
I actually got a list of
Who picked
these,
up Cooper
I don't think it was me.
for us? I think it was Mamba.
Well, it was Mama. That's funny as hell.
That would be.
Yeah, he apparently
It's such a
fractured
Bears
a
move of him.
hamstring injury, but it doesn't look too bad. He's expected to be back by start of the season. So that's why I got listed. A couple other minor ones. You got Seahawks running backs Kenneth Walker III and rookie Zach Charbonnet, both sustained injuries that are considered week to week. Kenneth Walker III's was a groin injury. Charbonnet's was a shoulder injury. You've got your quarterback, Lob, Joe Burrow, questionable currently for the season opener after straining his calf. And also, same for Buccaneers rookie defensive tackle Elijah Cansey with the same injury.
Yeah, let him sit out. Listen, let Joe Burrow sit out a game, maybe two. Give me Philip fucking Rivers for 2 games.
Just pull him out of retirement home.
And tell him that if he wins those 2 games for us, the Bengals are covering diaper fees. That man will throw for 900 yards and 0 interceptions and 100 touchdowns in those 2 games.
Did you see his noodle arms in 2020?
How many kids does this guy have? Right?
10 now.
Yes.
You do know part of that deal.
We say that we will pay for his diapers, that the Bengals will pay for his diapers if he wins us 2 games. This man will put his family on his back and he will walk up Mount Everest.
Like with the condition
Or
his
he just-
arms are, then he's gonna have to put so much of a Herculean labor effort into it. He's gonna have an 11th child on the.
This
fucking
man
team.
almost won the AFC Championship with no ACLs. You know what you're talking about? You're talking about Philip batshit crazy Rivers. This man is insane. Clinically.
Actually, how he would describe it, bat squirt crazy. Remember, he doesn't swear.
Yeah. He is insane. And what I would give to see a Philip Rivers running around yelling fake obscenities at people in a Bengals uniform. Oh my goodness.
Gosh darn it! Gosh darn! Just fucking screaming. They're like,
Oh,
gosh
God.
darn it, Von Bell, you're supposed to catch that interception. Oh wait, he's not on the Bengals anymore.
Panther.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. That would be great. I would love to see that.
Longer term injuries. You've got
It
my
would
God,
almost
the
make up for having
Dolphins
Vontez
quarterback room
perfect.
in shambles right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've got Jalen Ramsey expected to be out until December at the earliest after having a complete meniscus repair surgery on a knee injury he sustained the other week in practice. And this is already a blow to other in-house options because you've also already got Xavier Howard, Noah Ikpenogany, Justin Bethel, and rookie Cam Smith also already on the IR.
He's loving this. As a Patriots fan, Kidduff is loving this. He's
Well, I'm also
loving
loving it too because here's the patch job they got to fill it in. Former Bengals quarterback Eli Apple on a 1-year deal.
No, that's the
You're
thing.
free
He's
of-
good. Eli Apple is actually good. He
needs to
just
shut up.
runs his fucking mouth.
Exactly.
Eli Apple is like, if you look at the stats of Eli Apple, he's actually good in a lot of situations. But at the same time, he runs his mouth, and pride cometh before a fall, and he falls hard. So
that's what I'm laughing about. Yeah. Okay, moving off to that. You got a couple already out for the year too. You got started with Saints guard Tri Turner. He tore his quadricep in practice. Zach Moss, running back for the Colts, is expected to miss 6 weeks with a broken arm. And then we go on to the Broncos. Oh boy. For the second year in a row, wide receiver Tim Patrick out for the year after suffering an Achilles injury in training camp. And then their other wide receiver, KJ Hamler, not only out indefinitely after being diagnosed with pericarditis, a heart condition that involves a little swelling around the sac of the heart, but he also was later waived by the team because of that.
Oh.
So
that
it's
is
horrible. It's a minor condition. In fact, it can sometimes go away on its own, as I've read up on. But it's
I know, like,
also
a lot of people get cut in this time, but that's really bad timing. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that's a rough.
Yeah, you got myocarditis. All right, bye. Like, wow. That is. Yeah. Oh, Denver. That is not a good look.
It is.
It's
not,
a cutthroat business,
especially with
though.
Another thing we haven't touched on with the Broncos yet that I think we can get to after going through this.
That shit was fucking funny, and I went.
Let's just go into it now. Just the fucking Sean Payton calling out Nathaniel Hackett for being one of the worst coaches in NFL history for his tenure last year.
That's the thing. He's not wrong.
Yes, but there's also so much you could do with the cooked Russell Wilson as well. So, I mean, so it can't all be his fault.
I don't think Russell Wilson is cooked. He's not as good as he used to be, but he's not in the gutter. But what Nathaniel Hackett has done with teams across his tenure as a coach have not been great either. This guy's not a good coach.
I wouldn't say the worst in NFL history. People like Rich Kotite, Urban Meyer.
Urban Meyer takes the cake for worst, at least from what I know.
Yeah, and then the Browns coach Hugh Jackson.
Yeah,
I mean, how many years was Hugh Jackson a coach?
3, and I think his tenure.
How many years was Urban Meyer a coach?
Not even a year. I think like 13 games.
Urban Meyer takes the cake, in my opinion. If there's somebody else that I haven't heard of from like 1934, okay.
Well, like there's also the arguments of like the
guy who was Atlanta's coach that went to Arkansas into
Bobby Petrino. Yeah,
Bobby Petrino.
Yeah, he was a fucking.
I hate how a lot of Bengals fans say Marvin Lewis is one of the worst coaches ever. I'm like, you're nuts. You are nuts.
Yeah, you guys.
Marvin.
Tenure, but
we didn't suck. We did not suck. We were not great, but we weren't bad. We were good. We were just there.
You're
took
average.
us. Oh yeah, we were always either
not good enough to make the dance,
right.
But also not good. Not.
Oh no, we were good enough to make every year. We were either one game away from the playoffs or in the playoffs and lost in the first round. So it wasn't a good place to be in, yes, but at the same time, we still got to, like, there was a year where we won, we got in the playoffs 3 straight years. Did we do anything? Fuck no. But at the same time, like, a bad coach won't even get his team there.
Yeah. Let's see, other old coaches.
A bad coach will keep you out of the running by week 3.
Rich
Urban Meyer.
Kotite during his tenure with the Jets in the 90s. He was bad. There was a guy I remember out of the Vikings. I think his name was like Les Steckel, who was so bad they revived Bud Grant and brought him out of the retirement home for one more go around.
Oh yeah. But the only reason why Hackett got a head coach job was because he was offensive coordinator with Rodgers for a year,
right?
And that's when he won MVP.
And yeah, usually when you have a generational talent at QB, like the second you take it out from your OC job, put it a head coaching job away from that QB, as we've seen with people like Josh McDaniels, it does not work.
Yeah, Rodgers, honestly, talking about him, man, like he's got to be one of the top 3, like greatest arms of all time,
for sure.
I like him. I'm thinking Mahomes, and then also like Bradshaw. Because some of the legends you hear about Bradshaw, like, okay,
he's got the same.
I'm talking arm, as in like ability to just throw a ball wherever.
It's not
Bradshaw,
lack of Brady talk there.
Are you talking? Okay, like
okay, hold on. Brady,
you gotta clarify that. You have to clarify that a little bit more, because if we're talking like just throw a ball somewhere, Favre could do that, but also he could throw it in the triple coverage and throw a pick. Are you talking like get it like in the exact spot, 50+ yards where it needs to be, or are you talking
Herculean arm strength, distance, Herculean arm strength? Favre,
we're talking Herculean arm strength. We're gonna put Jamarcus Russell in that conversation.
Favre easily could be up there. Rodgers and Favre, I think, are like in the same boat.
But also like accuracy and distance, because Terry Bradshaw could throw a ball so hard. He could throw it end zone to end zone with it constantly being about 5 yards above the ground. That's how insane this guy's arm is. And Brady never, in the history of his career in the NFL, was never described as having the best arm. He was great at what he did, but he was never thought of as being, he can throw 85. No, Tom Brady was like, he can make the right pass at the right moment in the exact right spot. He was never, 95-yard ball, didn't even touch the ground. Like, Brady could do that, but he was not known for that. Right. Patrick Mahomes, Aaron Rodgers, Terry Bradshaw, even Brett Favre, John Elway, those guys could sling that fucker a billion yards.
Sling the fucking rock,
baby. Just fucking. Honestly, Tebow had amazing arm strength for horrible mechanics. If that guy threw right, he could probably throw that thing like 2 football fields, but he was throwing like,
dude should have been a fullback.
Who was it in the Minnesota Miracle that threw the pass to Diggs? Not Cousins. Kyle Allen.
Oh, Case Keenum.
Oh, Case Keenum. Yeah,
Case Keenum. He was like the third string quarterback that year too.
Yeah, I know. That's
also
how the Vikings were playing.
People underrated Vic. Vic had a cannon. Vick had a goddamn cannon.
Everyone knows him more for being like the prototypical modern mobile quarterback.
Right.
He got a cannon.
He bridged the gap from like the mobile pocket QBs of like Steve Young and who was the Vikings quarterback that was super fast and moved Tarkenton. Frank Tarkenton.
Oh, Tarkenton.
And then also bridged it between guys that ran a bit more in like Cunningham or McNabb. Or not McNabb.
Was Culpepper fast?
Culpepper kind of moved. Yeah, but Culpepper and McNabb or Cunningham. Culpepper and Cunningham were not as big of threats on the ground as Vic was. They were still threats, but like Vic was like, they were like a 5. Vic was a 12. Vic was a fucking 12. You didn't see a talent
like that again until Cam Newton came either.
I feel like Culpepper could have done a lot better if he didn't get put in that 2002 man cover.
Running wise, no, because guys that could run the same as Michael Vick, or at least close to his degree, and really be a threat on the ground. Obviously, Cam Newton, he could run over or through people or around people, Now, obviously, Lamar Jackson, guys that were close. Manziel was close. What he did in college was close. Obviously, drugs.
Party
The Browns and drugs ruined it in the NFL.
I think just being on the Browns heightened the drugs.
And then Tebow.
He ended up turning. Well, the thing about Manziel, he also turned it around to the CFL too. Like he's had I think he's won a couple Grey Cups up there.
Really?
With, whatever team he's been with.
He's doing
I guess he
decent for
matured.
himself up there.
Yeah,
Well, I'm
he's
just
kinda
saying,
had a
like-
bit of a renaissance.
Now Canadian
got
dollar
humbled a little bit.
Manziel, not money Manziel.
Dude's living on a fucking Tim Horton diet.
Poutine and Tim
Yeah,
Hortons,
better
man.
than a cocaine Better than the LT cocaine diet.
Oh man.
Yeah, because like that bridge, and then how Mahomes is now is just. I'm trying to think some words how to say for what he does.
He's in the pocket
Mahomes, I
scrambler.
feel like is in his. he's in
Mahomes
his
is not a
own
run
league.
down field guy. Mahomes is a guy that
No.
is a he's a improviser in the pocket. He can extend plays. One of the best guys to do that before Mahomes was like Russell Wilson was really good at it. He could get in the pocket,
I'm gonna
run
be honest.
around a little bit, and then finally find someone. Rodgers was really good at that as well. Pocket collapses, he can spin around, and then like in three quarters of a second, just
I
It also kinda-
credit to
it
Mom-
also
I don't want to
kinda
give
reminds me-
Mamba an ego for this, but I feel like if a little more development, Justin Fields could kind of turn into something.
Oh, Justin Fields is already like going to look like he's on par with Vic at this point. Like his last
Yeah.
season was incredible.
I was-
what he did alone.
Back to Mahomes, I was gonna say is like he also kind of reminds me of like a red zone Favre. Like, have you ever seen like Brett Favre in the red zone in some of his passes?
Yes, and it's funny as hell to me.
Well, he
I
like
mean,
well his
The
it is good- like, it
improvisation
really
is
good.
there, yes.
Brett Favre just had the arm strength to just rocket something in there and God,
Sterling Sharp.
Freeman was just there.
Oh. I mean,
Freeman was
Favre's
there,
tactic was
Sharp.
if I throw it hard enough, the defense can't catch it, and it didn't work.
In the red zone, it did quite a bit.
How many
You seen
interceptions
some of
does
the-
Favre have?
Yeah, but those weren't in the red zone. Those were just him throwing in the triple coverage on a deep pass.
He's not wrong on that. He's not
True.
wrong.
He isn't.
I
He isn't.
Him, Favre
you
in the red
imagine
zone is a
what
completely
Favre-
different animal.
imagine what Favre would have been like if his best receiver was Moss or Megatron.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That triple coverage, I'm gonna throw it anyway. Megatron's like, okay.
Megatron's gonna catch it, or
I was like, I'll catch it too.
or
except I'll do it with a Tennessee
Larry
in action.
Fitzgerald. Dude, if he had Larry Fitzgerald on his team,
Okay,
oh my
Larry
God.
Fitzgerald is amazing wide receiver, one of the best in the 2000s by far.
For sure.
Larry Fitzgerald was not one of the guys to moss people at something. He was one of the guys to run an
No.
insanely perfect route, picture perfect, incredible footwork, get open. He was not a guy to be, I got Darrell Revis
Also-
on me,
oh.
mossed, you know.
Also, he has more tackles than drops.
Yeah. Best hands in the history of football.
Yes, if I remember right, he has
Putting it
more
ahead of Jerry
tackles.
Rice.
As far as
I mean,
hands
proof
go,
is in the pudding. Proof is in the pudding. Actually,
mean-
in the stats there.
Jerry Rice is still the best wide receiver of all time. Not even close. No one comes close to him besides Megatron, but I still think Megatron's behind him because, I mean,
Megatron
Ross
was
is
Here's
like
stuck in the
why
Lions.
Here's why I hate the Patriots of old, because we literally passed up on a chance to draft Jerry Rice in the 80s. Like we passed.
I mean,
up, like,
before
drafting,
Bill-
like linebacker that last
before
season.
Belichick, you guys were kind of a joke. Like,
Yeah,
you had
we were.
John
Yeah.
Hanna and,
This is before
It's-
Robert Kraft bought too. Like
yeah.
Robert Kraft bought him like in the 2000s or like late 90s.
Yeah, back when the old Foxborough Stadium didn't even have like permanent plumbing, and people had to just use outhouses for the whole stadium's existence. True story.
People were shitting in the fields on and off the court, or field.
And this was way before FedEx was built.
Oh, boy.
That farmer was so fucking glad he had free manure.
Yeah.
Free manure. And now he's
Human waste.
getting...
Human does not make good manure because of the meat eat. That's why grazing animals manure is actually better because it's actual nutrients.
Okay,
I'm
yeah,
sorry,
thanks,
I lived in
thanks,
a
science
farm.
teacher. Thanks, science
The
teacher.
more you know with Mastodon.
I'll remember to ask you again when I
Right.
care.
Let's get off this shit talking.
All right.
What else is there?
We love the shit talking.
Anything else? We've got some signings. You got the Bengals sticking around with defensive end Trey Hendrickson on it with a 1-year extension. Seahawks finally reaching a deal with rookie cornerback Devon Witherspoon on a 4-year, $31 million contract with $20.17 million in signing bonuses. I already mentioned the Eli Apple going to the Dolphins. You've got the Vikings reaching a deal with defensive end Danielle Hunter on a 1-year, $20 million extension. 49ers signed former Cowboys defensive lineman Taco Charlton. Falcons
Former Michigan player. Let's go.
Former Falcons linebacker Deion Jones signed with the Panthers on a 1-year deal. And Steelers adding on yet another linebacker, ex-Jet Quan Alexander, pending a physical. As for people that are not playing on the team, you've got Ravens cornerback Trayvon Mullen on being released, and Rams running back Sony Michel choosing to retire after resigning with the team last week.
I find that funny that he was teammates with
got
Stetson
2 Super
Bennett.
Bowl rings.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sony Michel was a teammate of Stetson Bennett. Stetson Bennett is now a fucking rookie. Michel had a full NFL career and won 2 Super Bowls. What the fuck?
Yep.
For 4 different teams. He played at 4 different teams.
Yeah, he had a full NFL career.
Stetson
Called it
Bennett's
quits.
almost my age, and he's a rookie. This is fucking ridiculous.
Yeah. Absolutely wild. Bonkers.
Yeah.
You guys want to hear a funny headline I just found?
What?
Green Bay Packers linebacker Quay Walker divulges plan to stay controlled on the field and avoid ejections in the second season.
What's his plan?
All right. Since we're getting in the NFL season, this is the way too early tier list of NFL teams that we think are going to be in different levels. So the different tiers we got: Super Bowl favorites, Super Bowl contenders, playoff teams, potential wild cards, missing the playoffs, mediocre at best, young but intriguing, and then number 1 pick contentions, aka Tank Bowl. Let's go ahead.
The obvious out of the way.
So Eagles are Super Bowl favorites.
Really?
I think
I'll put them Super Bowl contenders right now.
Man, I don't know.
I would go contenders. I mean, there's some teams that have made a pretty decent leap of contention. I feel like the Jets could also be contenders.
The secondary is not the same.
Right.
They only have 2 players. The linebackers are much different. All the linebackers are different. So I'm saying Super Bowl contenders.
Right.
They're like at the edge.
I definitely think the Niners are Super Bowl favorites.
What's your obvious?
Go ahead.
I want to hear Madison's obvious pick.
Kansas City at favorites.
For sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Number one
and Kelsey are still healthy. They're going to be fine.
Number 1 pick, Cardinals.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, I mean, let's go over. The Niners are going to be number 1 for Super Bowl favorites just because they have Brock Purdy or Trey Lance, an entire team coming back, trying to be healthy, which they look like they're going to be so far. Christian McCaffrey, Deebo Samuel, Brandon Ayuk, Trent Williams in the line, the best fullback in the league in Kyle Juszczyk, an amazing offense run by Kyle Shanahan. Then you go to their defense, which is rated at the beginning of the season the best. They're going to look great on paper. Chiefs won last year. They didn't really lose anything except TikTok boy. So,
have you seen the training camp stats for the QBs right now for San Francisco? It's tight.
I mean, I would
between Brock Purdy and Lance, it's tight.
Brock Purdy. I mean, I would keep Trey Lance for a bit. I would put Brock Purdy and see how he starts the season. If he continues to be the Brock Purdy that took you to the NFC Championship and only lost because his weenus was ripped off of his arm, I would trade Trey Lance for some potential picks. Falcons don't have a solid quarterback. They have Desmond Ridder, who's doesn't looking special yet. That could change, but they're looking for a quarterback. So you could throw him there. Yep. You could try to do something with it.
Might be able to improve.
Yeah.
San Fran has talent in there. It's injuries. Are they going to get the injury bug again?
Right.
I just can't believe San Francisco picked an NDSU quarterback. I could see picking an NDSU lineman.
Wasn't
Wentz.
No. NDSU wasn't it the same place that your quarterback came from? Gorlami.
Jordan Love?
Jordan Love?
No.
Or was that Utah?
Love was
Utah.
Oh, it was
Utah.
Utah.
Was he Utah?
Yeah, he was Utah.
It was either Utah or Utah State. I forget which.
I thought he was.
He was one of the Utahs.
I mean, but Trey Lance looked really promising. Like, he started out his season decently well for the Niners. But also, it's hard to not
I
play
mean,
well
still,
with that roster.
I just
Oh,
don't
yeah.
get
Utah
why.
State.
Like
Utah State.
Utah State.
But, like,
okay.
Okay.
NDSU, if you see people pull for NDSU, it's usually a lineman. They're good for their linemen.
Case in
Right.
point, Cody Mouch, who I think went to the Bucks this year.
yeah, him and Jensen look
Yeah.
exactly like. It's funny. But, I mean,
Right.
talent is talent, no matter where it's from.
But yeah, San
Um,
Fran, it's if they stay injury free, I could see them winning the Super Bowl. I
Oh, yeah.
can.
It's a
I
possibility.
think a next one, definitely a playoff team. I feel like right now it's the Jets just on paper. Obviously, this is all we have to judge,
Jets
but
on
on paper,
yeah.
Jets on paper look like a, added Rodgers. They
Yeah.
have the offensive and defensive rookie of the year. That might be due to injuries, but at the same time, still very good. Also, Brees Hall, who was offensive rookie of the year before he went down, and they gave it then
They're
to
getting him back.
Garrett Wilson.
him
Yeah.
back.
So, a lot of good pieces. Their line showed up. They got more receivers. All of them are Packers guys.
Defense, all
Yeah,
defense. is still
Quentin
gonna be
Williams
good.
didn't get a lot of money, but he is good. So yeah, Jets look scary. I would think that potential wild card. I think you can throw the Broncos in there. People are expecting a lot from Sean Payton. That it's going to turn him around a lot. Obviously, last season was a mistake, but at the same time,
But they got Sean Payton at the helm.
They got Sean Payton. They're bringing some people back. They're working some new things around. They also signed Samaje Perine.
Especially after losing 2 wide receivers this week.
They still have Jerry Jeudy, and they also still have Patrick Surtain, who's one of the best cornerbacks in the league.
True.
Yeah.
True. It's,
I think then also
He's just
looking
gonna
at
be me.
number 1 pick contention.
No, I don't see that.
But that
They'll-
division, they're going to lose 8 games. 2 against the Dolphins. They're going to lose 2 against
the Bills.
the
yeah.
Jags. Or, yeah, the Bills.
Actually,
And then-
young but intriguing.
I know. I see
And then-
them winning 1 against Miami and 1 against the Jets.
It's a
Ah,
possibility.
One.
Okay.
one.
They are young.
And
so
it'll be
they're
like
but
a
intriguing.
close one. It'll come down to
I'll
a
say
field goal. or
mediocre
something.
at best. Mediocre. at
Really? Okay.
No, young but intriguing.
They are a young
best.
team.
Are they?
They are a young, yeah,
Oh,
semi-young.
I mean,
They're not
most
like
of them.
Falcons young, but they're young.
yeah.
Falcons are definitely under young but intriguing.
I would definitely say after
All right,
last
all right.
season, and especially after the recent news that this man wants to have an actual lion on the sidelines. Dan Campbell's kneecap takers are
I was
definitely a
gonna-
potential wild card.
I was
man.
gonna say put.
Oh, for sure.
I was gonna say it pains me to say it, but put him there.
You like the
So-
Lions.
Yeah, honestly, the Lions.
They're the
have
feel.
you-
They're the
been
feel bad team in
very
the
interesting to
NFC
watch the
North.
past couple years.
Question,
They're not
question.
now. You are.
Yeah, but hold on. Question.
No, we're not.
Who do you have?
Don't
winning
you
the
fucking
North?
say that.
Who do you
I
have? winning
hate
the
to
North?
tell you this, man, but
We have one in the North.
If you s-
what's that?
That's what.
if you
that's
say the
what's
fucking
gonna be my
Bears, I'm
decision
gonna come
between-
over
It
to
is-
Boston and
no.
kick your ass.
It is not the Bears, but it is
It'd
definitely
be
a
easier for
toss-up.
Mama to say it.
It's a toss-up between who can be more consistent. If there are more games at 1 p.m. on CBS, it's going to be the Vikings. If there's more games any other time, it's going to be the Lions. So, either
Don't
team...
count us out yet. Don't count us out yet.
I mean, the entire
Bullshit.
country's already counting you out now that Aaron Rodgers is gone.
Yeah.
We still have Christian Watson.
As your
So-
wide receiver 1?
I think that puts them
So
both
you
at the
put-
same level. That, like, it's going to be the Bears and the Packers fighting for last place, or stay at last place, and then the Lions and Vikings fighting for who is going to be able to win.
Don't even
Okay.
call it that. The Bears are just gonna be fucking down there. We
Lions
already know it.
definitely-
When I think of playoff teams, I'm thinking division winners, not wild card.
But yeah, the lowest one of these two teams could be is the wild card. I think both will
Yeah.
make the playoffs, but I think they'll be wild card teams.
Okay.
Just you watch.
Um,
you
Yeah.
watch.
I don't think anything's changing with
how the
Derek
Vikings
Carr.
season
I
ended
don't
last
think
year,
anything's changing with Derek Carr. This team lost Marcus Davenport.
nothing at all. No.
Yeah,
Is Dennis Allen a decent coach?
But they have a really good running back room.
and Alvin Kamara is going to be suspended like 6 or 7 games. So
Most likely. I know he's
Yeah.
meeting with Goodell this week to discuss
yeah,
punishment for it.
young but intriguing. I think we also got to throw the Texans in there
Texans.
as well as the Panthers.
Panthers.
Texans for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Texans and Panthers are both pretty young teams. Both
Texans
of them
and
picked up a
Panthers can go in
first-round quarterback in the very high areas of the draft for Bryce Young as well as C.J. Stroud. So that'll be interesting. I think also then you can also throw the Colts in
right
there because
on
Anthony
paper-
Richardson.
Okay.
Sticking in that division, the Jags.
Playoff team or
Yep.
wild card.
Honestly,
Because,
playoff
well,
team. They're going to win that
Sticking with
division.
I would definitely put
They
the
are.
Jags if we haven't already into.
I'd say
exactly.
put the Giants at playoff teams. I think they're
What I'm
still
saying.
looking solid.
I'd say wild card. That's the
Uh,
highest.
given
I
their
can definitely
division,
agree.
given their
The
division,
Jags are best in that division. The people in the Jags
I suppose
division.
they're going to lock up the division. I think.
Yeah, the Jags
Yeah.
are going to lock up the division. It's the Colts. As long as they take care of their shit and don't fuck up, it's the Colts, it's the Texans, and it's the Titans. That is Ryan Tannehill and 2 rookies. Do your work, clean up the trash. You're going to get in the playoffs.
And 2 rookie head coaches.
Yeah. Saturday's not there anymore. Okay.
who's all in the Giants division right now?
It's the NFC Beast. So
Eagles,
that's
Cowboys.
Eagles, Cowboys, Giants, and football
And
team.
Washington.
Commanders, Commies.
Yeah.
Magic
Who had
Johnson.
a 500 record.
Mhm.
It wasn't a winning record, but it wasn't a losing record.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
number 1
I'd say
pick
even a
contention, I think we can
potential
throw the
wildcard.
Bucks. Post Tom Brady is going to hurt a lot. Young but intriguing.
Yeah.
I would throw
I hope you
the
enjoyed.
Bears. Put the Bears in young but intriguing. Justin Fields is amazing to watch.
I want to put
That's
Green
fair.
Bay in number 1
That's fair.
pick contention.
Fuck
I wanna
you.
put-
They're
I would
not.
too. I also watch.
They're
it too.
not. No,
They're not. They're going to be mediocre at best.
Yeah. They're
Missing
Okay.
playoffs.
Well,
mediocre.
yes, but you're also mediocre. I think the Saints would
We
waffle
no.
solid
We
you.
have a very solid defense still.
Defense that's not going to that's going
I
to basically
don't know
be
about that,
stuck
Chief.
on the field with the
They were
offense.
still. They were literally in the top
Your
5 for
first
interceptions
overall
last year.
pick. That's because you were playing Kirk Cousins twice a year. And Justin Fields.
Missing playoffs.
Also, your top pick this year was a white D end out of Iowa.
Yeah, Iowa has one hell of a fucking
over
defense.
wide
What's
receiver
your point?
material. You could have
Yeah, over Jackson Smith and Jigba.
used that
Oh,
in forest.
Stack
Oh,
up that
Seahawks
defense.
are-
Defense
Jordan
wins
Addison.
championships.
Quentin Johnston, Zay Flowers, all those guys were on the board. You went for a fucking defensive end.
yeah.
We actually did need defense.
Definite playoff team, Bills.
You did,
Even with-
but it
even
wasn't
with the
biggest need for you.
Are the Bills Super Bowl contenders after their debauchery of an AFC divisional game last year
Contenders.
against the Bengals?
See, I'm iffy on that. Like, I kind of want to say yes, but then it's
They're
like
a playoff team for sure. They're a playoff team for sure, but their best shot was last year at the Super Bowl, and they blew it. So I would put them in playoff bound, but not a contender.
Yeah.
Okay.
Some of the rest of these,
Just for
some easy
just
ones.
for fun,
I think
just for
another
fun,
number 1 pick contention, the Falcons as well. I don't think Bijan Robinson's
Just-
going to turn them around on a dime, but
I think just for fun, we should put the Cowboys down there too because fuck the Cowboys.
Yeah,
I think they're going to be missing the.
too much upgrade offense, I think.
Really?
You
Oh, yeah.
if you watch Prescott in training camp right now,
Well-
it's bad. It's fucking bad.
This is why I think Daniel Jones is slowly taking that curve up and Prescott's taking that curve down. I think this is the year where we see Barkley is better than
Let me
Pollard
also-
and Daniel Jones is better than Dak Prescott.
The reason why I'm going to say
Well, let's also remind it's not
iffy on
Kellen
the Cowboys.
Moore play calling for the Cowboys anymore. It's Mike
I will
McCarthy
not
now.
accept the Cowboys above Green
So-
Bay. I just will not.
Okay, no. What I'm saying is Dak Prescott had his worst year last
You're gonna
year,
have to.
and
Really
he
gonna have to.
They still could have
in
got
training-
the number 1 seed.
And in
the
training
NFC.
camp, he still doesn't look
Yeah.
good.
Like, that's my kind of thought process is Cowboys.
But
Yeah,
the Giants are
almost
going to
like
be
a
better.
perfect
The Eagles are going to be better. The Vikings and Lions got better. The Cowboys got worse in the offseason. It's not going to get better for them. Also, I think Titans number 1 pick contention. I mean, D-Hop. But
I'm very
That's,
upset at the fact that I'm very upset that you put him above Green Bay. Put the Cowboys down one. Fuck you.
Cowboys is
No,
gonna have a better record than Green
Cowboys
Bay.
are
Put them
staying
down.
Cowboys are
Cowboys are
definitely
staying where they are. When it comes to the Titans, I don't know about number one pick material, but they're definitely not going to be good.
Well, mediocre. I think we can put it in mediocre.
Mediocre.
Derrick Henry, and I'll give him
Mediocre,
credit.
sir.
I
Derrick
hate
Henry.
you all equally right now.
Derrick Henry.
No.
and
He's still pissed
D-Hop.
about the Green Bay Cowboys.
Oh,
He's still
It's the
Voting
fact that it's the
speed, bro. I mean,
Cowboys
moving
above
on.
Green Bay. That's what upsets me.
they have an
Speed,
all-star.
mauled.
They have an all-star caliber at multiple different positions. At cornerback, a couple at the line, defensive end or outside linebacker, whatever you classify Parsons as, quarterback, and running back. Not to mention also Amari Cooper. Or not Amari Cooper. CeeDee Lamb. Sorry, CeeDee Lamb. Yeah.
Put the Packers in front of them. Fuck
Yeah.
them.
Cooper,
no.
Who do you
Fuck
have
the
at wide?
Cowboys.
Who is your number one wide receiver right now?
Pretty sure it's Watson right now.
The fact that you can't even name that off the top of your head
You
instantly tells me
believe
everything I need to know. Tells me everything I need. The best player in your team is Jair Alexander or Bakhtiari. Not bad players, but at the same time, the Cowboys have a lot more.
We finally have a returner though.
Whoa.
yeah,
Unless he's
what's-
Devin
you know
what's
Hester,
so-
Deion Sander, or
you know what's
Joshua
so fucking
Cribbs, I don't want to
stupid?
hear it.
You know what's
Or
really fucking stupid?
Cordero
They've been
Patterson.
giving Keyshawn Nixon reps at wide receiver.
No, if Cordero Patterson actually has, I think he has a record of like kickoff return touchdowns or something like that.
True. He's been playing a lot.
But
he
okay,
does. Yeah, he set that record
But
last
still-
year, I think.
yeah, but still, like having that record in this day and age.
Yeah. All right. Let's look at some of these other teams. Ooh, tough.
I don't think Chargers can be very good.
Oh, do we
Steelers.
count Mike Tomlin out?
Yeah,
I'd count him
I
out.
think
I think this
do
might be. I think
This.
the Pickett era
That's
is
fair.
not going to be a good one for Pittsburgh.
yeah. It's Steelers is maybe just barely out.
I think here's the tough one. Where do you put Seattle?
Wild card.
I
At
still
least.
think
card.
I think they're still solid.
They're
Oh,
not going to
wild
win the
card for
division
sure.
because of San Fran. Yeah, but they're not going to win division because of San Fran.
Yeah. But I think
I'm gonna say
then
that.
that would also put Chargers at playoff team.
Yes. Yes, it may be wild card, but I bet they're gonna have a record where it's like they could be winning. the division.
I don't see the sloppy seconds the New England
Mediocre.
Patriots being better than mediocre at best, even with
I don't wanna put
Garoppolo.
another one.
I agree.
Rams.
Yeah.
They get
Number one
Stafford
pick.
back. It's either here or here because they're not young. It's either here or here.
They're at the
They're
edge
not
of
young.
mediocre.
They're not
to
good.
almost
They're not gonna
to
be
number
Back
one.
at- back
But
end
like
of
Cup's
mediocre.
gonna be back, hopefully. Donald will be healthy, hopefully. Stafford will be healthy, hopefully. So I think it's mediocre.
Yeah, if anything, we're going to be probably eliminated week 17 at the latest. That's what I see for them. Let's see who's left.
Washington mediocre at best. I bet you want to put like Deshaun Watson.
Yeah, you know how I feel about
Deshaun Watson
Watson.
massage therapy.
I was
Massage
fucking
therapy.
waiting for it. Okay, there we go. Perfect.
Then
Washington
Perfecto.
the Washington Commanders.
mediocre.
I think they're gonna be missing. Well,
Mediocre.
yeah, they'll be mediocre.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then that leaves the Dolphins.
It's all gonna depend on Tua. It's gonna all depend on Tua.
Yeah,
To us hell.
Yeah.
I think the health.
Because-
how that
but he-
cornerback
the
is
hell-
gonna
on
look.
that-
Here's what I'm thinking.
But he put on that healthy amount of weight, so I think he is
Health
gonna be better
last
off.
season was a problem for them. It's already a problem for them this season. They're not making it.
Yeah, I'd say so.
1, 2,
He's
3,
got the
4,
back
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. No, it's 18 cents. It's 16. 2, 4, 6, 8.
No. It's 14 teams, 7 from each.
Oh,
conference.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah.
But
So-
it's a matter of who do you how many NFCs in playoffs?
1, 2, 3,
3, 4, 5.
4,
3, 4,
5,
5, 6.
six.
6.
Because you still have to have someone from the South win the division.
Yeah.
If you put the
Yeah,
fucking
that's-
Cowboys up there,
I
I'm
know.
going to hurt you.
No,
The
it
NFC
has to be
South.
Not going up.
NFC South. So
Colt
the
and
NFC
Steve,
Who-
the
Who
Cowboys
will
are not
win the
going up.
division? NFC South.
NFC South
Who
is who
will win
again?
that division? Bucks,
It's either gonna be-
Saints, Panthers, Falcons.
Oh shit.
It's
My
gonna
money
be
is gonna
another
be a foot
losing
race
record.
It's
Yeah,
going to
it's
be
gonna
a
be the
foot race
Saints.
between the Panthers and Saints. That's what I feel.
I think it'll be the Saints. I'm gonna put my money in the Saints because they have more experience, I think.
It's either Panthers or Saints for me.
No
Fuck
matter
the
what,
Cowboys.
A
Because
rookie
Cowboys
quarterback
are
as good as Bryce Young is, I think there'll be a bit of an adjustment period. I think that's just enough for the Saints to get a bit ahead, especially in like division games.
Yep.
Well, they're definitely not going to be like the first team eliminated out of that. That we could agree on. Bucks are
It's gonna be another losing record team. I know that.
for sure.
If you're still pissed about the Cowboys on the Green Bay, get over it.
I am pissed about it.
Colt
Dude,
and
I'm
Steve.
giving praise to the Cowboys. I'm an Eagles fan, so fuck you.
And then
Coat
the
and
AFC
seed, Jack.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
You got
6, 7.
yeah, you got wait, 1, 2,
Yeah, that's
3,
seven.
4, 5, 6. You technically have 8.
You
2,
didn't play the
3,
fucking Cowboys
4,
this year.
5,
That pisses me
6,
off. I want to waffle
7.
stomp their ass now.
Chargers. You missed the
Oh,
Chargers.
right.
Oh, we did this
8.
Chargers.
But thing is,
Yeah,
though, the
they're-
AFC,
they're a
the AFC
possibility.
is tough. The whole AFC is gonna be tough.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and the West Division.
Except the AFC South, which is Jacksonville's to lose.
Yeah. so
But
I'm
then
just saying,
again, you got in potential wild card 2 of them. Like that's
This will be the
Fine.
biggest one. This is the biggest wild card is the Broncos. Because last
Yep.
season, they were like this. This season, just by adding a coach and a couple other pieces, already some injuries, we're here with them. So realistically, they're probably here.
oh my god, we do not have a fucking difficult schedule this. Holy shit. Our toughest fucking game is gonna be the Chiefs.
Yeah,
See,
because
here's the
you're a
thing.
third
Like
place
you,
team.
like you would have
You're
had
third
a
place
had an
in your
easy
division.
schedule if you had Aaron Rodgers still.
Oh my god.
Because
Right
you were a
after,
third
right after we
place
play the
division
Bears, we play
team.
the fucking Falcons, and then we play the Saints. Are you shitting me?
All right. I think that's enough NFL news for today. We managed to squeeze an hour and a bit out of this, out of off-season news. Well, it's actually now preseason news. So there we go. Football is back.
I'm gonna be salty for a whole week. I want you to know this.
Yeah, fuck you.
Come back at the end of the season, all right? And we'll see.
Come back after week 1.
Yeah.
This
At the
episode
end,
Packers-
titled Gorlami.
No,
Coaching
no,
and
actually,
Steven.
we
If
actually
the
week
Packers
2,
have a better
let's
record than the
discuss
Cowboys, I want you guys to have a punishment.
Hold on.
Want us to have a
after week
punishment?
2, after week 2, because first week of the season's always wishy-washy for everyone.
no, at the end of the season, he's saying. At the end of the season.
At the end of the
Yeah.
season, if the Packers end up better than the Cowboys, there needs to be a punishment.
All right.
I'll let you guys
Actually,
decide.
That one, I'll take that bet. I will. I am very positive Cowboys got a better record.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
I'll take
as
the
am
action
I.
actually.
Yep. I'll take it. I will have to figure out what it's going to be, though. What makes sense?
This will be this will
We'll
be a
negotiate
through
something.
the season discussion, and I will
Yeah,
think of a
I'll-
punishment for myself.
It's probably just going to be chugging alcohol.
It's always
Yeah,
chugging
probably.
alcohol for me. What you think? I'm gonna eat a whole lemon on the fucking podcast? No, I'm gonna be a
Oh,
man.
that
and
was
drink
bad. That was a
alcohol.
lot worse than I thought it was even going to be, man. That was bad.
My
Cowboys
lips were like chapped for
do-
3 days after that.
Oh.
I am willing to destroy my liver on stream if the Bears win the fucking NFC North. So like,
My
Test
liver was
me.
beautiful 2 decades ago.
All right.
I don't
Well,
think my liver's ever been beautiful. I came out of the womb with a bottle of fucking whiskey in my hands.
oh,
Okay,
boy.
I do have to admit, after
Poor
week
mother.
5, I could see Cowboys being 2 and 3 because they're faced against Jets, they're faced against San Fran, they're facing against the Giants, They're facing against Cardinals. That's a win. Who else? I'm on week. No, where the fuck? Going to week 2. God damn it!
Oh, wait, look it up.
Because it's Giants, then Jets, then Cardinals. Week 4 is Patriots. So that's at least 2-2. I could see. Week 5 is against San Fran, so I can see that being 2-3.
Maybe.
Actually,
Cowboys
yeah,
play the
that's-
Giants, Jets, Cardinals, Patriots, 49ers, Chargers, Rams, Eagles, Giants, Panthers, Commanders, Seahawks, Eagles, the Bills, the Dolphins, the Lions, and then the Commanders to end the season.
I still see them having better record than Green Bay this year.
Go fuck yourself.
Hope and see.
Bam. All right. I think that puts
Fuck
an end to
Jerry
this
Jones.
episode for all of
Fuck
us.
them boys.
As you can see, the preseason banter is in full swing. We'll see if it's still here in week 15. But
You're not discount double checking yourself out
By
of
week 15, I'll probably be too drunk to comprehend what's happening in the season.
Yeah, pretty much.
You and the rest of Wisconsin.
Let's be honest.
For myself,
Between the
Macedon,
Badgers and Packers.
God damn it,
bad.
Gorlami. I'm trying to do the outro here.
What?
Jesus fuck.
We don't need an outro.
Yes,
We're gonna
we
keep
do.
going.
Yes, we do. You are just you're just like the copium. Oh, I was born in the copium, molded by it. You merely adopted the copium. Jordan Love for MVP, Batman.
I should be the fucking copium one who you finally won in
If Sam
2017.
Walker doesn't
Green
get
Bay
ejected
had
this year.
All right. Oh my god.
I'm already
Love should be the
speaking
one with the
copium, don't mind me.
copium.
Yeah,
I'm
Burrow's
swimming in
hurt,
pumping,
and I'm
seething and molding right now.
all right. For myself, for Macedon, for a very, very, very angry and laughing Gorlami, and for K-Duff, who doesn't want the season to start. Have a good week. Enjoy football. Watch some football. There's some preseason. You might see some good action here and there, but you'll get to see some younger guys that, might surprise you. You never know. Brock Purdy probably played in the preseason. We didn't even see him. So you never know what's going to happen. Enjoy football. Remember, it's a limited time. Enjoy it while it's here. Catch everything you can, unlike Aguilar. And as always,
Fuck the Cowboys.
run the damn ball. Have a good night.
And fuck the Cowboys.
Enjoy the Whalers.
You guys are way too much.